Most people die in their 20s. Not literally, not some once you hit 20 you're gonna drop dead sort of thing. Spiritually. Usually somewhere in your 20s your dreams die. You realize you're probably not gonna be the world's next billionaire, not the next world famous actor. There's probably not gonna be some statue of you long after you're gone. And the reason that thought starts creeping in isn't failure, it's comfort. By now, you've probably got a stable job, maybe a partner, a place to live, real responsibilities, not just daydreams and wouldn't it be cool ifs? Being human means hating discomfort and change, so most people get comfortable in their 20s and they spend the rest of their lives exactly where that comfort left them. They don't grow because growing requires changing, and changing requires discomfort they've already decided to avoid. So the dream they've spent their whole life wishing on just quietly dies and they spend the rest of their life being exactly who they already are, doing exactly what they already do until the final bell rings. I'm here to tell you that's not some unavoidable law of life. It's just what happens to most people. Those are not the same thing. If you're genuinely happy where you are, no interest in chasing something that's bigger than yourself, no itch, nothing left undone, this video is not for you. Seriously, go ahead and click off. That's a completely fine way to live, and I mean that. But if you don't want to spend the rest of your life wondering what could have happened, what you could have built, how it would have actually felt to get there, then keep listening because this one's for you. You belong to a smaller group than you probably realize. Most people are genuinely content cycling through the same 9 to 5, the same routine, the same version of themselves on repeat, and you're not. You know this is the only life you get, and after it, nothing's guaranteed. And I'll be honest, this part's sort of personal. I've heard people say this for years. Wait until the real world hits you. Just wait till you're out here for real. Like getting a job or real responsibilities is some kind of automatic death sentence for your dreams. Like the moment life gets serious, you're supposed to stop growing entirely. And I never understood that logic. Somebody else giving up on their dream doesn't obligate me to give up on mine. I don't have to give up on my dream just because you gave up on yours. Somebody else not having the discipline, the consistency, the follow through to keep going doesn't mean that I owe them the same outcome. Somebody being exactly who they were 30 years ago doesn't mean that's my future too. Most videos like this just hand you some motivational filler and pat you on the back, tell you you're gonna be just fine. And I'd rather be honest with you instead. Life is genuinely hard. Not sort of hard. Hard. Once responsibilities, hourly checks, providing for other people enter the picture, things get real fast. The real world does hit you, and when you're down, it doesn't wait politely for you to get back up and on your feet. It keeps coming and it keeps kicking. But none of that means your dream has to die. It just means you keep chasing it through the hits, through the hourly checks, through getting rained on before the gym, through the mornings you barely slept and your eyes are burning by 8 a.m. And if you genuinely need a break, take one. That's real too. But once you understand that it's not going to magically get easier once you make it, you're left with only two options. And this is the fork where two different kinds of people get made. There's the ones who give up and spend the rest of their life explaining why the real world made that the only option. And the ones life hit hard, who got back up anyway and swung back as hard as they could. Both groups go through the same exact hard mornings, the same real world. One just stops and the other one doesn't. To be clear, the one who kept going wasn't comfortable the whole time either. They just realized they were going to be uncomfortable regardless, so if discomfort was guaranteed either way, they figured that they might as well be uncomfortable chasing something they actually wanted, since this is the only life they get. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow and chase some dream with no plan. And it's also not me telling you to spiral out of control because it's hard, so either grow or don't. I'm just pointing out something plainly. If you don't actively change your life, you're going to stay exactly where your current actions have already led you. And if that's genuinely where you want to be, if you're happy, that's not a bad thing at all. But if you don't like where you are, or who you've become in the meantime, that's the signal it's time to change something. Because in the spiritual sense, if nothing changes, the version of you right now is the version you'll still be at the very end. It's going to be hard. The real world doesn't lighten up just because you're trying. But in those hard moments is exactly where you find out which kind of person you actually are. The one who gives up or the one who keeps going. And once you actually know the answer to that, you can do nothing or you can do everything. See you in the next one.